Overpowered protagonists dominating their worlds is the peak anime power fantasy. We are counting down the 10 greatest new and returning shows featuring unstoppable heroes. Kicking off our countdown at number 10, Sentenced to be a Hero. A former heroic commander is falsely accused and sentenced to lead a penal legion of notorious criminals. Fighting on the deadliest front lines, he uses his overwhelming combat expertise and strategic brilliance to conquer impossible threats and clear his tarnished name. This series masterfully blends dark fantasy aesthetics with relentless action sequences. Watching a betrayed champion assert sheer dominance over terrifying monsters and rebellious convicts provides an incredibly satisfying adrenaline rush. It revitalizes the tired exile trope with spectacular narrative flair. Securing the next spot at number 9, the banished court magician aims to become the strongest cast out by ungrateful royals who misunderstood his unconventional magic. A brilliant sorcerer sets out to explore the wilderness alone. Unshackled from court restrictions, he rapidly develops unparalleled magical techniques, casually obliterating dangerous beasts while discovering his true limitless potential. The magic system here is incredibly refreshing because it favors creative application over basic raw output. You will love seeing smug aristocrats realize their colossal mistake as our protagonist bends reality to his whims through beautifully animated, devastatingly powerful spells. Grinding into the rankings at number 8, Hell Mode. The hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing. A veteran gamer selects a punishingly brutal difficulty setting before reincarnating into a fantastical realm. Starting as an impoverished serf, he grinds endlessly to acquire experience, slowly unlocking uniquely broken abilities that eventually transform him into an unstoppable battlefield god. This show perfectly captures the obsessive joy of exploiting terrible game mechanics for maximum gains. It transcends standard escapism by making the protagonist actually earn his overpowered status through insane dedication, resulting in incredibly hype moments of pure, unadulterated triumph. Striking from the shadows at number 7, My Status as an Assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. Accidentally summoned alongside a typical legendary hero, a cynical teenager discovers his stealthy assassin class features astronomically higher base stats. Instead of fighting demon lords directly, he uses his stealth superiority to manipulate shadows, eliminate threats, and uncover royal conspiracies. Flipping the chosen one dynamic creates brilliant comedic tension as the sidekick effortlessly outperforms everyone. The fluid animation during his covert executions is stunning. Watching an edgy rogue quietly dismantle entire armies while the oblivious hero takes credit is fantastic. Smashing through expectations at number 6, Wistoria, Wand and Sword Season 2. Continuing his quest to ascend the magical tower, a magicless warrior relies purely on extraordinary physical prowess and a heavy sword. He shatters advanced spells with raw brute strength, protecting his prodigy childhood friend while confronting increasingly lethal magical adversaries. This season cranks the visual spectacle to an absolute maximum. The choreography comparing dense magical artillery against sheer muscular force is breathtakingly gorgeous. It proves that combining underdog tropes with overpowered physical traits creates an undeniable masterpiece of modern fantasy. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, Rooster Fighter. A solitary, incredibly muscular rooster wanders a devastated world searching for the mutant demon who murdered his sister. Armed with devastating sonic crows and superhuman martial arts, this feathered wanderer annihilates gigantic, terrifying monsters while fiercely defending innocent human bystanders. You will immediately fall in love with this absurdly glorious concept. The dramatic contrast between the gritty, emotional storytelling and the hilarious reality of a superpowered chicken-fighting kaiju is phenomenal. The intense, highly detailed art style is simply legendary. Commanding divine respect at number 4, Kusunoki's Garden of Gods. Tasked with maintaining an isolated sanctuary, a seemingly ordinary groundskeeper possesses the terrifying absolute authority to command ancient deities. When malevolent spiritual entities threaten human existence, he casually unleashes overwhelming divine punishment, erasing apocalyptic threats with just a single whisper. The serene atmosphere makes the sudden bursts of catastrophic power profoundly impactful. Watching untouchable gods bow before a humble caretaker delivers an unparalleled level of satisfaction. It beautifully weaves quiet, meditative slice-of-life moments directly into these grand, world-ending mythological battles. Pouring out pure excellence at number 3, The Drops of God. A young man with an incredibly overpowered sensory palette enters a high-stakes competition to identify legendary wines and inherit a globally prestigious estate. He easily dominates veteran sommeliers by translating complex flavor profiles into vividly beautiful, almost supernatural mental landscapes. Applying the overpowered protagonist formula to wine tasting is a stroke of pure genius. The dramatic tension during these elegant tasting battles feels just as intense as any magical tournament. The gorgeous animation transforms simple sipping into thrilling, high-stakes warfare, unleashing total devastation at number 2, The Outcast Season 6. As supernatural factions plunge into total warfare, our incredibly powerful outcast fully embraces his terrifying martial heritage. He effortlessly crushes rival martial artists and mystical organizations, utilizing ancient forbidden chi techniques that shatter previously established rules of the hidden world. This highly anticipated season elevates the explosive action to a completely different stratosphere. Witnessing the main character drop his usual goofy facade to unleash absolute devastation is incredibly rewarding. The stellar fight choreography easily cements its elite modern classic status. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, Dr. Stone, Science Future Part 3. Armed with 10 billion% brain power, our brilliantly unmatched scientific genius faces his ultimate challenge across the globe. Constructing impossible modern technology from primitive natural resources, he outsmarts heavily armed enemies, leading his loyal kingdom toward establishing an invincible empire. Senku represents the ultimate intellectual powerhouse. Replacing standard magic or physical strength with sheer scientific supremacy creates a uniquely thrilling dynamic. Watching him completely intellectually dismantle villains who rely entirely on brute force remains the most satisfying experience in anime. Overpowered main characters continue redefining the modern medium, providing us with unforgettable displays of absolute supremacy. Whether through magic, science, or pure strength, these dominant powerhouses always deliver. Which unbeatable protagonist commands your ultimate respect? Drop your definitive top pick in the comment section below today.